Hey guys, it's Vicky, and today I'm here to share with you my April to be read, all the books that I plan to read in the month of April. Before I get started though, I have two quick little things I want to say. First of all, I apologize if I have some background noise today because I have both of the kiddos here. Yep, so if you hear stuff like that throughout the video, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. I've made a couple of videos now where I totally forgot to mention who the winner was of my 500 subscriber giveaway. And the winner was Michelle Glorioso. So thank you, Michelle, and congratulations. I've already contacted her. She got her books. Everything's all set, but I just wanted to make sure I acknowledged that. And thank you to all who entered the giveaway. So now that that's out of the way, without further ado, let me get into my April TBR. First up this month, if you guys watched my spring TBR, I listed a couple of books that I wanted to read this spring. So I'm going to start off April with getting one of those books read because I really want to get to it, and that book is The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. I'm going to listen to this on audio and read it, so kind of do both. I've heard the audiobooks for this are really good, so I'm kind of excited, and I just got it. I was on hold at the library for the audiobook, and I just got it today, so I will hopefully start it sometime today. And I don't know what this one's about at all, except I know it has to do with Cormoran Strike, and I absolutely love him as a character. I loved The Cuckoo's Calling because of him, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this book. Next up, I have a book that was sent to me for review by Harper Perennial, so thank you for sending me this book. And that book is The Oracle Year by Charles Soule. It's about a guy who wakes up one day and has these premonitions in his head about future events. And to cope with those things, he sets up a website calls himself The Oracle, where he talks about the things that he has seen. And it basically turns into this huge, like, kind of cat and mouse game, it sounds like, where there's people from the government and a bunch of others who are trying to find out who he is and find out how he knows this information and to find him. So he's trying to remain anonymous, and I don't know, it just sounds kind of cool. It said that fans of David Wong would really like this book, and I really loved John Dies at the End. I read it back in January, so that's why I decided to get this book and review it. So I will let you guys know what I think. Next up for my local book club, we decided to read Stronger by Jeff Bauman, and this is a memoir. Jeff Bauman was a victim in the Boston Marathon bombing, and he was an integral part of finding out who the bombers were and catching them. So his memoir just sounds really interesting, and we chose it because there is a movie out. I believe Jake Gyllenhaal plays him in the movie, and so we're going to read the book and watch the movie, and I'm really looking forward to it because I just really want to hear his story. It sounds really inspiring because he talks about not only what happened to him and how he helped the police find the bombers, but also his recovery and all of that. So I'm really interested in that, and I think it's going to be a really good memoir. Another thing that my local book club we have decided to do this year is we always do like a monthly book pick, but this year we decided to also do a what do we call it? Quarterly challenges as well. So for example, like the first quarter of the year we did 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher because we decided to read the book and then watch the Netflix series. So for this quarter, I didn't take part in that one because I had already actually read that book and watched the series. For this quarter, we are doing The Alienist by Caleb, I think it's Caleb Carr's the author. I totally forgot to look up who the author was, so sorry if I have that wrong. But I'm really looking forward to this book because I heard it's really good, and I've been really wanting to watch the TV show, but I decided to wait until we did this quarterly challenge, so I'm really excited to read it. It's like a murder mystery that takes place in New York City in the, I want to say 1800s, and it's like a murder mystery, but also it's like historical fiction because it shows how the police force worked back then and all of that kind of stuff, and how like fingerprinting started back then, how it was like a pioneering kind of thing at the time. And so it sounds really interesting, and I've heard it's a really good book, though it is kind of graphic and stuff, but I'm really looking forward to that one. The next book that I plan to read this month is another one that was sent to me for review by Book Publicity Services, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, Book Publicity Services, and it is a kind of a cozy mystery, and it's called Murder in Little Sundin by A.H. Richardson. And I decided when I was contacted about this book, I decided to go ahead and take it because I'm in the mood for a murder mystery. And this one, it sounds really kind of Agatha Christie-esque. Even though I have never read Agatha Christie, I feel like this is kind of like an Agatha Christie type book. It's about a man who is murdered in this town, and the suspects, it's a long list of suspects because he was not a well-liked person. And so it's about a detective who is trying to figure it out, and he is interviewing all of these people and just trying to figure out how this man was savagely murdered. So it sounded kind of fun and like a whodunit, and I'm kind of in the mood for that. So yes, I will let you guys know what I thought of this one. The next book I want to read in April is another one from my spring TBR, and it's one I'm super excited about because it's one that I have been putting off, and I don't know why. But I'm like, I just need to read it because I know I'm going to love it. It's probably going to be a 5-star read. I shouldn't say that because I might jinx myself, but I feel like it is going to be a 5-star read. And that is Cold Moon Over Babylon by Michael McDowell. This is a horror novel that takes place in this small town called Babylon. I believe it's in the American South. And weird things are happening. It sounds like it's kind of like this town is being haunted by this young girl who was murdered there. So it sounds dark, it sounds creepy, and I loved, like I said in my spring TBR video, I loved Michael McDowell's book, The Elementals. I loved his writing, and I feel like this one is going to also have outstanding writing, so I'm really looking forward to it. And lastly, I really hope I can get to this one if I have enough time. If not, I will probably read it in May because I want to keep going with this series. And that book is Anne of Avonlea by Ellen Montgomery. I am currently reading Anne of Green Gables. I am almost done with it, and I am loving it so much. So much. I'm so glad I decided to start this series. And this one is the second book in the series, and I believe in this one she's a teenager. Yes, she is 16. So I'm really interested to see Anne at 16 because I love her at 11. I'm really looking forward to this series. I think it's going to be really cool to see Anne grow up throughout this series because I think it goes through into her adulthood and even into her children. I'm really excited to kind of see what kind of woman Anne is going to become, and I really hope I can get to this one in April. If not, it will be a May read. Alright guys, so those are all the books that I plan to read in April. I'm really excited. There's a couple definitely that I think I'm going to just absolutely love. So please let me know down below what you guys are planning to read in April because I would love to know. And of course, if you've read any of these books, please let me know what you thought of them because I would love to know. So other than that, I hope that you guys are having a great week, and I hope that April treats you well. And I will talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.